today we're going to be starting a new series on the channel, something I'm incredibly excited about. We are going to be building an adventure camper van. I'm sitting in the back of it right now, and basically we're going to be gutting this van. We've already started. We've been working on it for about 3 weeks now. I have about 4 videos lined up for you, so this is the first one, the intro. If you're not already subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit the bell so you'll be notified when I upload. But I will be uploading quite a bit of van content. These are a little bit easier for me to make than e-bike content because the e-bike content's a little bit more scripted. Now I'm putting this on the Randy Rides channel because this is basically going to be an e-bike adventure rig. We're going to incorporate a lot of things related to e-bikes into this build, such as a bike station where we can work on bikes, charging station so we can charge the bikes when we're on the road, and we plan to go around the country to different bike trails to test and review some of these e-bikes that I'm getting. So that's one of the biggest reasons why I decided to put it on this channel instead of starting a new one. So this channel is going to have a little bit of a shift. I would think most people that are into e-bikes are also into camping and van life and things like that, or building a van. I myself am really interested in that kind of thing, so I'm glad that I'm going to be able to share this content with you on this channel. So we are planning to fully build out this van. We're going to do bunk beds in the back, a kitchen, sink, TV, passenger seats in the right behind the driver and passenger seat in the front. I've already updated a bunch of stuff that you guys haven't seen yet and you won't see for another couple of videos, so stay tuned. We just finished getting all the paneling off the van. You can see behind me it's kind of bare right now. So we just got all the paneling off. They were glued to the wall. So in the next couple of videos you get to see the progress of all of that, and I can't wait to show you. Well, this is my first drive in the Sprinter T1N. Alright, here we are with our new van. This is a 2006 Sprinter 3500 dually, 158 wheelbase. So pretty big van. I wanted this model because the engine on this is incredible. They're known to get close to 1,000,000 miles. Has tow mirrors, Mercedes emblem. This is actually a Dodge Sprinter, but Mercedes makes them, so they make a lot of aftermarket parts for this. Technically it is a Mercedes vehicle, first Mercedes I've ever owned, and as you can see from the video, it is in pretty decent condition. It's got brand new tires. Here's the dually. It might be kind of hard to pick up, it's bright out here, but 1, 2. The body is in excellent shape, no rust, no dents. This vehicle was originally from California, so shouldn't have too much rust. I do have a lot of plans for this. Let me open up the side here. Slider works really good. And here's the inside. It does have lighting already, so these 4 lights right here all the way down light up. There's a switch on the inside, and it does have a fence in the rear here that blocks the cab to the rear, which we are probably going to remove today actually. The inside's blue. I've got like some carpet here and then wood here. I'm not sure if I'll keep this. I might rip all this out and redo it all. I don't know yet though. They said they used to have an office in here, so, and as you can see it's pretty decent size in here. The doors open up all the way, so like you can have this wide open if you're working on it or camping. We'll definitely be opening it up when we camp. There is one little spot here in the door. It looks like it broke, but this is like really thin particle board or plywood or kind of like cardboard material. So we'll pull all of that out. Well, it's actually just this one, and we'll redo it. Quite a bit of scratches on the doors. This is a work van. I think it was a government vehicle and they worked on generators, from what I've been told. The flooring is kind of like the flooring I wanted to put in here, but it's starting to come up, So we may rip all this out and put new flooring in. It is a high roof, so I can, right now I can stand, I am standing straight up and my head hits the ceiling. So let me take you up to the cab and we'll go for a little drive and I'll show you what that's like. I'm gonna take this graphic off. I'm actually thinking about painting the whole thing. I want to do blue with a black bottom. Has a couple cubbies here, locking little areas that we don't have a key for, so we're going to try to pick those. And I don't know if they lead into the inside or not. We're going to have to figure that out. So let's get up in the cab here. This is my first drive in our new camper van. We're going to be building this out, and I'm thinking about doing videos. Let me know what you guys think about that. Yeah, there we go. We got cruise control. Very, very well kept van. I've been looking for this for a really, really long time, and finally found one, and finally pulled the trigger on this one. Now I did just sell my truck to buy this, and everything just like worked out perfectly. So this is a Sprinter 3500. It's a dually. It's the 158-inch wheelbase, so it's the really long one. This is a 2006, which is the last year they made the Sprinter vans with the normal engines without all the DEF and emission stuff. So these engines on this car run, upwards of 500 to a million miles, and this one has 182,000 on it. There's a few rust spots that were touched up, but they actually weren't that bad. It's only a couple spots. Other than that, it dries really well, very smooth. I can't even explain how well this drives. It's just like driving a car, basically. Nothing. I thought it'd be a little bit different, but yeah. And it's got the high roof, so we can in the back here. I can't really show it to you because there's a door here. This door's coming out, but it's got a high roof, so we can stand up in it. I'm 6'2", and I do hit the ceiling with my head, so I'll have to crunch down a little bit, but much better than not a high roof, of course. And we do have a backup camera here that's always on, which is really cool. Everything functions and works as it should, and I am really, really happy with the purchase that we made. It's got power windows, power door locks, power mirrors, which is very uncommon, and cruise, which are all add-ons. So this thing's pretty much fully loaded for what you get in a Sprinter this year. It's got a standard radio though. I think it has a CD player, but other than that, man, I'll show you the rest of the van. It's super slick, and hope you guys enjoy this new series. Here we are walking up to the van, and we removed the door that was there. That was the thing we did today, first mod. And apparently we left the lights on. Should definitely check that when we leave. Hopefully the car starts, but they are running off the car battery, so got to make sure those are off. Luckily I can access the switch pretty easily. So now it's dark. Let me start the car. Hopefully, I'm gonna have to definitely put my jump pack in here. Okay, we were only inside for a couple hours, so we can't leave this thing idling for too long. I think the max is 15 minutes with this engine. We did open up a lot of room by removing that door though. I think that makes it look like way more huge of a van, like a huge van. Planning on putting our beds, dual bunk beds, one about here, one somewhere around here, and then one down on the wheel well, which is going to give me very limited garage space. We opened up this panel. This is where the door is on the outside of the van. We didn't know what was in there because it's locked. It might be glued in. I don't know what exactly is going on here. We may replace that. Hopefully no leaks have happened. We'll see soon. But it looks like it's glued pretty good, so I think it's sealed shut. I'm hoping there's no rust spots on the floor at all. I don't know, you know, it's always a guessing game when everything's covered up. But our plan is to completely remove this floor. It's the, like, I forgot what they call it, coin floor maybe. But they're like a bunch of circles and it's like a rubber mat. My whole plan was to actually use this floor in the first place. But we'll be replacing it and insulating the bottom. It's probably going to raise the floor up a little bit from what it is right now, but we're going to try to minimize that as much as possible so I can still kind of stand in here. If I lose any more headroom though, I'm going to be not very happy. So yeah, now we can recline and lean back. The whole drive I was like straight up and down, so that kind of sucked. But yeah, once we got rid of that partition, it made it open up quite a bit, and I'm really happy with it. Hopefully soon I'll have more footage, but our next plan is to tackle all these paneling pieces. But they do have the wall framed out, so my guess is if I pull this stuff out, there's probably framing all behind here, so maybe I can save some space, put the wall against the outside wall, of course insulate it, but I think there may be a gap. Like right here is another panel on top of another panel. So I don't know why they did that. It looks like pretty well done, to be honest. If it wasn't blue, I would probably keep it. But we're planning on painting the exterior blue. So I don't really want a blue interior as well. Maybe it would look cool. I don't know. Something I got to think about, because if I didn't have to do the walls, that'd be nice, but I'm pretty sure it's not insulated. So we'll pull a panel off and see. Would it be the worst mistake to remove all this, or should I go ahead and keep it here? Lights are pretty cool, but I think we can do better. So I'm actually going to turn those off. So yeah, we're making progress. So what do you think? Is this something you would be interested in? Comment down below and let me know your thoughts. I'd love to hear what you had to say. I can't wait to continue this series with you, and I'm just really excited to get started on this. This is something I've been dreaming about for years. Ever since I lived in my condo with my wife, we have always wanted to build a van so we could get out and wander. Then we bought a house, and now we have room to work on it and a place to store stuff when we buy it to put in the van. So it's going to be a really cool thing for everybody, personally, I think. Ethan's been really excited about working on the van. He's worked on it almost every day. We're going to just be doing all kinds of stuff, cutting in windows, building cabinets, shelves, bed frames, you name it, we're going to do it all. This is going to be a really awesome series on the channel, and I can't wait to bring you more. We plan to build the ultimate e-bike adventure rig, and we hope that you can join us on this journey. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. I really do appreciate everybody that stuck around on the e-bike videos and the robot lawnmower videos. I've had a couple of those, but this is going to be a big series on the channel with a lot of videos, so hopefully you guys stick around to watch them, and I'm excited to bring you a lot more content in 2025. We've been planning this for a really long time. I got so many ideas in my head, lots on paper, and I'm going to share a lot of that with you in the next few months. Hopefully we can get this done in 6 months or so, or at least livable, so we can start traveling and start making e-bike videos.